Am I still here?
You're frozen.
Am I frozen?
You are
Well, good
frozen.
morning, everybody. I'm frozen. I'll be right.
This is a little odd, but I'll take it from here, Alex. You go fix that camera.
Okay, fix it.
Yeah. Hey, no problem. Catch me in an hour. Hi, folks. Chris here at Sideshow. And Alex just discovered he was having some issues with his camera and left me hanging for our last show of San Diego Comic-Con 2022.
I just want to make you sweat a little bit, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. All right. Well, I did sweat a little bit.
But it was shirt.
I know, dude. You got a nice shirt too.
We are fashionable.
Why are we? It's like a shark or something.
Why?
Why would we have a Sideshow shark shirt?
No idea. I mean, it's just a coincidence, I guess.
Are you announcing
the
unruly baby shark thing? Announcement? Is that what?
I don't know if we were supposed to announce that.
Oh no.
No.
That's a joke, by the way. Not happening. Total joke. We're just excited, by the way. Let's first get to business before we explain the shark shirts.
Yeah, we don't have to explain anything. This is my shirt. It's fashion. It's called we just happen to be really in touch with each other's fashion. What do you want me to say? We both have great taste. What are we going over today, Chris?
Well, it's the last day. Oh, we're a little loopy here. The last day of San Diego. Just like being at the show, when you get to that last day of the show, your legs hurt, you're tired, you feel a little icky. Like overall just a little icky. Like anybody who's been to a Comic-Con, you feel a little icky. But it's sad because it's the end of the show. I think it actually the floor literally just closed.
Officially closed.
Moments ago, it officially closed. So we are not going live to the show floor because it's not allowed. I know, but we have some great content for you today. Videos that have not been published yet of more exciting things that have happened at San Diego Comic-Con, including interviews, some more product reveals, and I think we have, and we're going back to some of your favorites. We're going back to those favorites that you requested in our metaverse, by the way, side.show/Metacon. That URL somewhere around here. But it is our little metaverse. People are hanging there all day. There was like 50 people hanging in the metaverse all day today.
I had a lot of fun there, actually. I went in there. I wasn't on the audio and the video. I would pop in every 5 seconds with like a thing because I was in the middle of doing some stuff. But I went in there and I had a little fun and I chatted with some people. And actually,
you know what I did today? I determined that I can make things appear and disappear on a timer.
Oh,
and
really?
start giving away reward points on a timer. It was actually pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
So the Metacon, side.show/Metacon is a pretty fun place. There's a lot. I bet there's people hanging out there right now. We also put all of the recent trailers that dropped at San Diego into the Metacon.
Okay. Starting with the #1 trailer. Okay, remember how like yesterday I was all about the Picard teaser, right? Because I'm very excited about Star Trek. But more than anything, like my favorite piece of fiction, not just comics, my favorite piece of fiction, read it like once a year or every other year, is The Sandman. That trailer, goosebumps. My neighbors got goosebumps. My neighbors on the other side got goosebumps. Everyone got goosebumps. They're like, I don't know why. It's because of me.
Yep.
Merv Pumpkinhead was in it. And some people might be like, I have no idea what that means. Merv Pumpkinhead made us one.
I have a feeling Alex likes Sandman.
A little bit.
Just a little bit. Some other great one. Marvel dropped.
That's why I started working for Sideshow, because I originally thought that was for Sandman. I don't know. That was a real stretch. That was a stretch, Chris.
We had some other
Marvel
too. We had a lot of great trailers too. But we're going to get to all this stuff. We're going to get to all this stuff. Join us as we, go through the final show here. Alex, you want to go what the agenda is for the show, so people know what to expect?
So here's some of the things we're going to be doing. We're going to be checking out some of the recent giveaways, and that are currently
going on that you could still enter.
That you could still enter, because even in the last day, to like the last minute of the day, you still get giveaways. We have videos from the booth, right, from SDCC, like things that we got to take. You might have seen some of the other videos behind the scenes. We have some updates on some products. We have the collector community. We have a couple of giveaways that are happening here.
Yeah.
When I say a couple, I mean like a literal couple, not like some people say like 12 is a couple. No, 2. Uh,
I would like to meet these people. I don't know.
oh, I was people are like, oh, it's a couple. I'm like, how many? Like, I don't know, 6 or 7. I'm like, that's several.
Always a 12. I'm sorry, always a 2.
Yeah, I was gonna freak out in a second. Um, and then we, of course, are gonna have trivia. But we might do more than one today because we might have a little extra time because we don't have. We're not gonna be on the show floor. And then, of course, we're gonna go over the deals, and then maybe there'll be a pop quiz. I don't know.
All right, I like it. Sounds good.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Hey, real quick about our Sideshow Sharks shirts. I mean, they're pretty awesome. They even have like shark.
Wait, can I turn around? I don't know if
I don't need to work. It didn't really. It's a really cool. Yeah, there you go.
You see it?
Yeah, very cool.
Oh, okay, now I'm never gonna walk again because my back just twisted.
Hyper limited edition, meaning they were never actually sold.
Yeah,
they were just made. But if you didn't know, and we're not, it's so funny. We have no affiliation with Discovery, but it is Shark Week. It starts today.
Yeah,
and in my family, that's actually a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
So Shark Week's happening. I don't know if anyone else is pumped about Shark Week. So now that we're going to be off the air here in a little bit, go watch the shark content because it's all week.
Can I show you something, Chris?
Yeah.
That was flying around San Diego that we didn't get to see. Can I bring it up?
Yep.
This is the coolest thing.
That was actually at San Diego?
That was flying. There's pictures online of it flying around San Diego. People were posting videos of it. That's why I was like, oh my God, I gotta show you
that
this.
Is amazing.
That is the coolest, right? All right. Anyways, that was
fun. Hey, see, Mike is recording some of the shows while we're on. Yep. Thanks. The shirts are nice. I agree. I think we should do more apparel.
Yeah.
People like to buy shirts. These are pretty fun.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's get to our first video break, so to speak, of the show.
Whip?
Yeah. We hear there's some Spider-Man fans out there. So this is the first time we're showing this video, I believe.
I believe this is the first time we were showing both this video that we got here.
All right.
And let's send it over to Paul. Hit it.
Hey everyone, Paul Hernandez here with another convention first look, and we've got a nest of Spider-Men here. We have recreated the scene from No Way Home with 3 Spider-Man figures that you will see at Sideshow's booth 1929 or right now, wherever you're watching on our YouTube channel or side.show/con or sideshow.com. There are 3 figures, so we need to jump in now. Of course, we've got the Amazing Spider-Man from The Amazing Spider-Man 2 by Hot Toys. Now, we have gotten confirmation from Hot Toys that while these are prototypes, they will come, of course, as some of you have seen, with an updated face sculpt, as well as all of the articulation and all of the fabricing on not only the Amazing Spider-Man here, but on the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man that we see there from Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, featuring Tobey Maguire, of course, will have upgraded structure. They'll have upgraded engineering in them, as well as face sculpts. And then, of course, we have Spider-Man, the battling version, the movie promo edition from No Way Home, of course, based on Tom Holland with this incredible base. They all look so good, and when you get them there, you can really see the various intricacies of each of these suits. There's more of a tight stitching with that silver going down in the in the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man over there in Tobey Maguire's version, with more of that fabric, a bigger eye here, and with we've got this version here, the Amazing Spider-Man, the Andrew Garfield version, much tighter. The blue is a lot more vibrant than we've seen in some of the other ones, and of course, we have all become so familiar with the more tech-based suit of Tom Holland's suit in the MCU, and this base itself is so much fun. It is the battling version because there are so many points of battle damage on him. He's got almost like char marks, scratches, and you can tell where he may be bruising even. And again, all of them have that same fabric that you've come to know and love on Spider-Man figures, but we wanted to really just show you all 3 of them together because you're going to have to get all 3 of them into your collection to recreate your favorite moments from not only their individual movies, but of course, as we saw them all together in No Way Home. Now again, Sideshow booth 1929 to see these 3 at our booth, or side.show/con, or hang out at sideshow.com. Now, before any more spiders get here, we should get going. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to let your geek side show.
super fat. What is going on? Why are we wearing
no idea.
Monster
my
Vision?
teeth.
Very cool.
Monster
Oh,
Vision.
those are pretty cool. Hey,
Yeah.
listen, Paul. We got to call Paul and tell him that the show floor is closed, and
Hey,
no
Paul.
one can go, no one could go to 1929 anymore.
Closed
So,
down 1929, Paul.
The
Yes.
booth is closed.
The booth is
San Diego Comic-Con 2022 is over, yet we are still here, Alex.
Yeah.
Something's wrong.
Nothing's wrong.
It's all right. It's all right.
Everything's perfect. It's all right. It's about that time. I censored
Hold on.
myself.
Those are awesome figures, but there's another Spider-Man figure that was at the show.
Thwip.
Let's see that one.
Thwip, thwip.
Hey, how's it going, webheads? Paul Hernandez here, and we've got another exclusive product reveal for you. It is the Spider-Man premium format figure by Sideshow. Now, we could all sit here and think of tons of web-based puns, but my shift at Oscorp starts in like 15 minutes, so we got to take a closer look. Let's go. The Spider-Man premium format figure by Sideshow is amazing. I'm sorry, I had to say it, but it really is a collectible like no other. And first and foremost, look at the forced perspective, the movement in this piece. Of course, right up top, you have Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man, swinging through the concrete jungle that is New York City. And as you can see on the base there, he is swinging right past Oscorp. Now, the fun thing about this base, not only does it give a forced perspective, you feel like you are up high in the city past those skyscrapers with Spider-Man, but it has a really fun lighting effect. That's right. On one side, it looks like the sun is hitting it. You can see beautiful shades of orange, like a cream color, a pink, and on the other side, where the sun is not hitting, you've got the Oscorp logo in almost like a dulled neon green. It looks really good there, and a darker shade. You can tell that it is not in the sun, and then the buildings behind it, it's really fun as you get lower into that base. You can see that the sun is not hitting there, but up higher, the sun is hitting. And you can see up there back with Spider-Man, he got that web coming out. You can hear the thwip coming out while he is just, again, swinging through New York City. Look at all the musculature. Daniel Bell did such a great job, and the incredible paint job by Bernardo Esquivel replicating what the sun would look like as it's hitting Oscorp. Now, this piece is astonishing, as we've said. I mean, look how good it is. Clear off some shelf space and add this superior Spider-Man collectible into your collection. This has been your exclusive first look at the new Spider-Man premium format figure by Sideshow. To see him and even more exclusive product reveals, go to side.show/con or go to sideshow.com and hang out at the What's New section. Thank you all so much for watching, and don't forget to let your geek side show. Hey, that'll look really cool in post, right?
I'm trying to get the pose.
Yeah, you have to be pretty flexible.
Yeah, I'm not flexible, as
And
proven before.
We also forgot to fix it in post for Paul. Did you notice that?
It's called imagination, Chris. Remember when you used your imagination?
Is it the figment of my imagination?
Yes, it is the figment of your imagination.
Sweet.
Anyways, so yeah, Paul doesn't have those powers. Let's not fake it. I don't have imagination.
All right.
I
So
live in the real world.
So we're the show floor may be closed, but we're still going strong at
Yeah, we
Sideshow.
got some stuff going on.
We have tons of giveaways still happening. Alex, do you want to tell us what's still going on right now?
I just actually caught a peek of it because it's written on this list that I have, and I wasn't paying attention at first. Boom! First up, Zombie Deadpool. That is in the Let Your Geek Sideshow Facebook group, side.show/geek group, and you have till 9 p.m. Pacific, which is like 4 hours, like a little less than 4 hours from now. So you have plenty of time. So get your entries in there. Join the group. Get your entries in there. I mean, look at all the stuff it comes with. It even comes with the zombie Howard the Duck pool, and Howard the Duck is like my favorite. The Batman Who Laughs fine art print by Ben Oliver. This is the printer's proof. There's only like 4 of these made. These are not sold. These are like super rare. Go to side.show/art group. And that's actually running until 11:59. So like literally to the last minute. So you can get your entries in for a chance to win. And then you have the Iron Man Battle Damage the final appearance of one Tony Stark. This should have come to your email already. This is for those who registered at side.show/con.
The final appearance in this timeline.
In this timeline, we don't know what's going to happen next.
We don't know what's going to happen next. I mean, there's a lot of.
Did you see the Black Panther trailer? I don't know what that means anymore.
Oh, that's great. That trailer was amazing. That was goosebumps. Talk about the goosebumps all through Pennsylvania. Like,
I got to tell you, because I told you Sandman's my number one. Black Panther, though, that's the first. I saw that at the end of the night last night, like right after we shut down for the night, and I almost started crying. Angela Bassett is everything. All right, that's it. I don't want to rant too much about it.
I got to bring up a question here. This question is referring to our scavenger hunt that's happening in the metaverse. Again, okay. Side.show/Metacon. There is a little cauldron. It's got a bunch of arrows pointing at it. That'll tell you how to participate. That is going to run through the end of the day. So it's still running. And then we're going to compile all the answers to see people if they got it right. And then we're going to send the reward points afterwards. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was using the royal we, but Alex will be sending
the royal me.
Points. We'll be sending those to you at some point. 7 to 10 business years, I think you keep saying, but
that's what I say.
7 to 10 business days. He's pretty quick usually, though.
Chris, you know that when I say 7 to 10 business days, usually as soon as the stream is over, I send them out.
Yeah.
So
but this too spoiled.
Yeah. No, this is because we're waiting till the very end. I have to sleep. I haven't slept. I've been up since 5 a.m. my time, so it's like 2 a.m. Pacific.
Yeah, and then someone else in the comments, Joseph Simpson, purchased a PowerGo PF on discount. And someone else was asking, and good job, by the way, because the savings are now. They will expire. This is not going to last probably. They may go a little bit into Monday because people have to wake up and change things.
And shut everything down,
Shut them down. But I'm going to say that they're not going to last much longer. So if you were waiting to purchase something and it's on discount and a lot of stuff has free US shipping right now, this is the time. Don't wait any longer.
My suggestion again, Chris, is buying all 6 Pokeballs. That is my
buy 5 get 1 free, right?
It's buy 5 get 1 free plus free shipping. I'm like, dude, get the Pokeballs. It's actually cheaper to buy 6 than it is to buy 5.
Good presents for people too. All right,
Pokemon friend. Sorry,
Alex. To keep the ball moving, we have an interview with none other than J. Scott Campbell, and this I do not believe was published yet on our YouTube channel.
So this is a first look into the mind of J. Scott Campbell.
Yes, and it's about 10 minutes. So let's get our coffees ready and enjoy it.
All right, everyone. Hello, it's Paul Hernandez, and we are here at Sideshow's booth, and I am so happy to be joined by the incredible, the legendary J. Scott Campbell. How you doing, sir?
Oh, thank you, Paul. I'm super thrilled to be here. It's so great. Comic-Con's back. I mean, how exciting is this?
It is.
We've been so patient, but it's back
now. I know.
Now.
How does it feel to be back?
It's exciting. In some ways, it feels like it never left. And in other ways, you're like, oh, I kind of think I remember how this goes. It's a mix of all emotions, but it's all good. I mean, it's as exciting. I mean, I've been coming to Comic-Con, I'd say, oh my gosh, I mean, probably around 20 years at this point. So
20 years.
Yeah, and probably the last, I would say, 15 Comic-Cons in a row. So I'm definitely a veteran of the Comic-Con scene, so it's great to be back.
Any fun rituals that your fans might be surprised to find out? You go to the same coffee shop every day?
Funny. That's exactly the first thing that came up. There's a particular little coffee thing called the Roast Coach. I love their coffee. I look forward to it every year. It's on 6th. Good coffee.
All right.
I do have a little bit of rituals. Not as many. They're sort of coming back to me because obviously we're a little rusty. But you got to have your little habits when you come here.
Absolutely. Now, while all the pandemic was going on, and like you said, we are back now. You never stopped working. You are so busy, and you've been so busy not only on your own but with us as well.
Yes.
Specifically with what we're seeing behind us.
Yes.
This from the Fairy Tale Fantasies collection. Could you please, maybe for a brief intro.
Yes.
Really quickly, let people know, what is your idea? What's the concept behind why you wanted to bring these to 3D?
Well, it's a great question, Paul. I think basically at the core of the Fairy Tale Fantasies line is my love of the 1960s era pinup calendars, the ones that used to kind of hang up in like mechanic shops. I think it's an era that's kind of come and gone, but I wanted to kind of bring back that sort of vintage feel, but with a fantasy twist.
Right.
So there's always like a little bit of a peekaboo, playful good girl kind of like sexy twist to these. That's what gives it its uniqueness, sets it apart from all other versions you may have seen over the years. So two that were in the works for quite a while. We've been talking about Red Riding Hood, I would say probably as far back as like maybe the original like 2 or 3, and so it finally came time to do her, and we were to create the statue. Again, these are the fruits of the pandemic. These are all pretty much worked on during that period of time. So yeah, it's so that was the first one I think we really kind of got to work on after Cinderella finally was able to ship. And I just love how it came out. It's funny. It's you work on these, and sometimes you don't get a sense of just how big they're going to be until you see them in person. I'm always overwhelmed when I see them in person. I'm like, oh, that's how big they are. Like it's like they kind of really, especially with the kind of creepy tree that's kind of circling around her, when you really kind of get the sense of the circumference of it.
And it makes the base so much more dynamic, and that's one of the things that that we not only love about your work in 2D but also in 3D is they are a collection, but they all are so different.
That's what I love. I mean, I think that's what's fun about it is like, some of them are standing, some of them are smaller in scale, like Tinkerbell, some are sitting. In the mermaid, she's kind of coming out of the water. I like to create an environment, like so there's almost like this staircase or this rhythm kind of to all of them when you see them all together. And I think the tallest piece we've ever done is the Evil Queen standing behind Red Riding Hood, and that's kind of nice that if you happen to be fortunate enough to have the whole collection, the Queen almost like looks over her kingdom in a weird way.
As she should.
Exactly.
Right, as she should. And again, a new item that went up during SIDESHOW Con, again, in collaboration with the incredible J. Scott Campbell. And let's talk about this piece a little bit, because it does have something unique to these. Is it sort of a proximity piece?
Yes.
Could you talk us through a little bit about your desire to bring a proximity piece to the Evil Queen herself?
Yes. I mean, certain characters, we have an vision of since childhood of what makes these characters read as a character that we've always known.
Right.
And the Evil Queen, I've always thought, you gotta have the mirror. The mirror is just like it's an identifiable trait. It's almost like part of the costume.
Absolutely.
So I was really thrilled that Sideshow was willing to say yes. We need to conceptualize this mirror. This mirror has to be an option as a proximity piece, because it just creates that full story. And I love it when somebody can look and they go, that's the Evil Queen. That's of course it is. There's the mirror. They look at her, look on her face. So, and that mirror was a lot of fun to create. I mean, I kind of feel like it could be a piece all on its own.
Right, especially because collectors of 3D statue work and 2D work, they all have their various hit list of what they would like to see.
Right.
And so it's got to be so incredible for fans of yourself and collections in general to know that you do think about
absolutely.
If you were looking at this top down, that you would get the same experience and you would be in that diorama, in that world.
Sometimes usually in the world of statues, especially if you're a 2D artist like me, when you do a turnaround, you usually do like 3 angles, sometimes even 2. I'll very often on these more recent ones like Red Riding Hood and the Evil Queen, I'll do sometimes as many as like 4, 5, even 6 angles, because I just want to really get the full scope, the flow of the figure.
Right.
And in the case of the Evil Queen, I really love that it is a proximity piece, because the mirror is not fastened to the statue. You can take it away and still enjoy the Evil Queen as a figure on her own, and then nudge the mirror back up when you want to sort of have that experience. But it's great. You get the best of both worlds.
You sure do. And speaking of being the best, like, you are arguably one of the most recognizable artists as far as 2Ds, if you're in comics or if you're just in art collecting.
Right.
Could you talk about maybe some of the challenges that you had found previously, or maybe you still find when bringing your 2D work into 3D?
Of course. Well, the biggest challenge, I think, kind of is, I mean, Sideshow's the best in the biz. Their sculptors are like, I mean, you can only wish to work with the Sideshow sculptors. But one of the bigger challenges with me is I have a distinct style. And sometimes it's not just about getting a really great sculpt. It's about how can that sculpt still like showcase my flavor, my sort of like point of view.
Your signature.
I really appreciate that the Sideshow sculptors are very patient with me, because usually I'll go like, that's a beautiful sculpt, but it doesn't look like a J. Scott Campbell sculpt. And that's usually where I think is the bigger challenge, just to kind of get those like little isms. Like I have a certain way I like to do hands, certain proportions to the body, certain way the face and eyes are like to be. And they're very patient with me. And I think the results show, because I think the best compliment is when somebody walks by and goes, I knew that was your style right away, even in 3D. So
yeah,
that's the best compliment you can get, I think.
Yeah, I mean, and we appreciate it. And again, Sideshow does love working with J. Scott. And speaking of your work, I mean, there are so many here. I wanted to speak a little bit on, so we've got two variants here.
We do, yes.
We've got the Alice in Wonderland Game of Hearts edition, and of course we've got the Tinkerbell Fall variant. Before you bring it into a variant, for you, is it a new piece, or is the Fall variant, let's say, of Tinkerbell, is it just like a side plot in one of these fairy tales in your head?
That's a great question. The very first variant we ever did was for the mermaid.
Right, yes.
And I can't say we put a ton of pre-thought into that one, but it was such a given that mermaids come in so many colors and flavors. It wasn't a really huge lift to go, we could change the tail, we could change the hair.
Right.
That came very natural. But after that, we did start pre-imagining, while we were in the initial concept stages, what variations could be down the road. And with Alice, a given that came right away was, oh my gosh, like a sort of what our original thought was a goth version, or sort of like a bad girl version. But I kind of one-upped on that and said, wait a second, what's the one theme that you see throughout Alice in Wonderland? It's the cards, the red, black, and white color scheme. And I was like, if we could keep it to those colors, I mean, there's variations. It's pink. There's some kind of red shades, but for the most part, we wanted to keep it into this black, white, red, stick with those colors, and that's how we ended up with the Game of Hearts edition. I couldn't be happier. She also has like a little bit of a paler skin, a little bit of a smokier eye, and a little bit of freckling that the other one didn't have, again, just to give her that pale sort of skin tone. And I just love how it came out. It almost looks like we were trying to go for in the paint what it would look like if it was a moonlit lighting scenario.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So like you kind of
get the lighting on.
Yeah. So like her skin tones and her the white of the cat and everything, they almost have a moonlit kind of look versus like the original Alice, which definitely had a daytime, maybe like afternoon, spring look.
Absolutely. Yeah. I wouldn't know. Yeah, I know it from J. Scott's mouth himself. Now
we put a lot of thought into this.
Sure
do. And I love that the I mean, gosh, talking about the sculptors, I got to talk about the paint team at Sideshow. My goodness, the best in the business. I'm always blown out. That my favorite stage is when it comes out of the paint and we can see it. I mean, I'm always just, my jaw hits the floor every time, and this is certainly no exception. So one other thing too I'll mention too is her arms were changed out from having two pieces of the mushroom to actual playing cards to, again, play up that theme of like the Game of Hearts. So,
I mean, they look incredible, as do the entire line.
Thank you so much.
J. Scott, we know you're busy, and we know you've got so much to do.
I love being here, though. I could talk about these all day, as you can probably tell. But no, it's a thrill to be here. I really appreciate you.
He said that on camera. One day we're going to get them all day.
Hey, you know what? I gotta do it now. I put my.
So before we let you go,
yes,
this isn't really a question. We would just like to know if there's anything. You have so many fans out there who now collect your 2D work and your 3D work.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you would like to say to them about what you would like them to know when they bring this into their collection?
I just want you to know we have there's more to come. We cannot wait to show you what's coming down the line. There's more to come. We're working away on the next several figures. Not to mention I have more 2D art for this very same collection coming your way in 2000. Later this year and into next year. So keep an eye out for that. And the statues, we hope to keep them going for quite a while. So very exciting.
Jason, thank you so
much
for
Paul.
being
Absolutely.
here. So we
appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you all so much for watching. If you're at the booth, come check us out. Come see all of J. Scott Campbell's Fairy Tale Fantasies collection here, please. And if not, sideshow.com. Most of them are for pre-order. The Evil Queen is currently RSVP'd, so if you RSVP for that, you will get notified when she is up. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all so much. And don't forget to let your Sideshow. Bye, everyone.
Dude, what? Nah, Shark Week. It's okay. You're good. Sharks aren't dangerous on Shark Week. Listen, that was an awesome interview. couple pieces of information that came out of there that are critical. One that they deter. This is crazy to me because you don't get the backstory. Each of those Alice in Wonderland pieces, it's like, oh, this is the time of day that the paint is like. It's like, wow. And then second, we're getting more.
Tinkerbell or Alice in Wonderland?
No, Alice in Wonderland was talking about how it's night, or it's moonlight. But and then we're getting more, right? So we're getting more pieces in this collection.
I also like how in the original one, like he said, there was pieces of the mushroom missing.
Yeah,
like from the actual mushroom that she's sitting on because she was eating pieces of it. And this one, they put the pieces of the mushroom back to replace them with playing cards in her hand.
Yeah, with playing cards.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's in the details. It's in the details. Pretty cool collection. And you can obviously RSVP right now for the Evil Queen at the site. Just go to the What's New section on the site.
Sideshow.com.
Yeah, sideshow.com. You should be able to search pretty easily. I'm guessing side.show/Evil Queen probably works. Side.show/Evil Queen. I'm guessing that one works.
You're guessing that one works? All right.
I hope it works.
Do we have bets? Do we have bets on that?
I don't know. Go. Let's see. And did it work?
It worked. Man, glad I didn't bet any money.
Yeah.
Side-Show Evil Queen did work.
So, hey, Alex, how about a giveaway for our audience?
I think we should have a giveaway, especially because this is the one that I announced yesterday. Spoiler alert during our live stream. This is the Venom. This is the Venom Renewal Edition 1/10 scale by Kotobukiya. So what you're going to do is you're going to type in #LastDay space I agree. That's going to be your comment. And what you're agreeing to is our terms and conditions at side.show/contest. And this is US only. This is a really cool piece. It is 1/10 scale. So it's not like it, but the detail that Kotobukiya can put on a smaller figure is
look how cool that is. That is pretty awesome.
I love the posing of his arm, like that really like grippy arm, just like kind of crushing everything. That's really, but again, PCS has done a killer job. There's also, I think, a Carnage renewal, and I don't know if that one's sold out, but it may have, because that one was really big. That one sold out pretty quickly.
Every time I see that tongue, I think about is our life-size bust still available? The one with the big tongue and the saliva, like the end of the saliva coming off it. You know what I mean? The one from a couple years ago?
I think that one is sold out. Yeah, that one's sold out. I actually I have a friend overseas who loves Venom, and last time I was out there by you guys, I was literally standing next to that statue you're talking about. I was like taking selfies with it and sending it to her. It's like the coolest statue.
Awesome.
Oh, no, we still have the renewal version of Carnage, by the way. So if you win this, there's a companion piece of Carnage on the other side.
Nice. How many people do we have in there? Super producer Hannah,
who's been killing it all week.
Oh, I want to make sure that people know that the break in that last video was my fault, not super producer Hannah's fault. That was my bad. That was my bad. Yep. My trimming skills to get that up into this platform. Not so good.
Well, both of our faces were great. We're like, whoa.
So we have, we'll give it a couple minutes here, see if anyone else wants to enter.
Chris, you know what we were like? We were like this. Where is it?
That was day 2, I think.
That was day 2.
It was taken. That was day 2. I mean, it's been a long trip for us.
It's been a long trip.
But I'm excited to keep giving more stuff away. So
yeah, we have this that's going away. Let's see, Super Just Hannah, how we got. Oh, the screenshot, by the way. Hannah said the screenshot is already in the Electric Geek Sideshow Facebook group. So side.show/geek group to see our embarrassing faces.
We would expect nothing less. So for those of you who've entered, I see behind the scenes that a winner has been chosen.
Is that a winner that's been chosen? We got a thumbs up. Bring it on screen. Paul T. Paul T. If you are Paul T with the capital P as your screen name, this is what you want. It is the Venom 1/10 scale, and you're going to send an email to social@sideshow.com with what you want, and you're going to give us your name, address, and phone number. Oh, look, it's Yessie Thomas. I know Yessie Thomas. She's sending off streamers for you, Paul T.
Congrats.
Pete T missed it by that much. Hold on here. Where's that comment? I just missed it. All right. Anyways. Oh, here it is. Missed it by that much. It was Paul T. Sorry, Pete T.
That's pretty
I
awesome.
like a nice chamomile tea. All right. So so we're gonna do a trivia later in like a moment, but this is something that I asked you about, Chris. Like I was like, we need to show this because our friends at PCS are spectacular with what they come out with, and that the Jade statue we showed the other day. But now let's show like an actual tour of what they had at PCS, what we had for PCS. Hit it, Hannah.
Hey everyone, Paul Hernandez here, and we are on the con floor. Now, one of the best things about coming to a con is seeing your friends. So we came to visit the booth of one of our friends, Premium Collectible Studios. Let's take a look at what they brought with them. All right, everyone, we hope you enjoyed this special look at the Premium Collectible Studios booth, and we're so grateful to be partners with them. They do incredible stuff. Now, if you have been waiting to order something, or you've been waiting to show them some love, you better do it, or else I will break you. And don't forget to let your geek side show.
Okay, Carl Weathers is the best. Apollo Creed is amazing, and that Rocky IV Apollo Creed.
I didn't realize I needed that until I just saw it. That's a problem.
Yeah, and that's first of all, the Mortal Kombat pieces are out of control. New Cybot,
TMNT,
awesome, Jade,
Ralph,
TMNT was great, but that T'Challa, that Black Panther.
I didn't even see that till this moment.
Yeah, I didn't see that until this moment. That's the thing with this. It's like I haven't had time to actually be on social media all day to see all this stuff. And now that I've seen that, I'm like, I got to go check out the.
We have that for RSVP, I assume, right? We got to in the Western section. There's another Black Panther piece from.
Yeah,
that.
There should be.
Oh,
there should absolutely be. I mean, I'm checking right now, but I mean, that piece is out of control. That Black Panther piece, it's tremendous. But again, Carl Weathers, anything Carl Weathers is at the top of my list. He's the greatest of all time. Oh, yep. There's Black Panther 1/3 scale statue. It is on our thing. Wow.
That is amazing. With obviously as a swap out portrait. I
think it might be a swap out torso.
Oh, wow.
I don't know, because I don't see any neck seam at all, and it may be because it's the prototype, but like it might be a whole like upper torso that you can swap out. Like I have no idea.
Here we are. The show is officially closed, and we're still seeing cool stuff.
Yeah, we're still seeing new stuff. I mean, let's get PCS on the phone real quick, and I want to find out more about that Apollo. But how cool is that? That must
That
be
is
like a
cool.
deluxe edition. But I need that Apollo. And everyone who's watched our streams knows that I kind of buy things and I without having a place to put them, but I'll still buy it anyways because I don't want to not have it.
I think you defined most of our collector base just with that statement.
It's, you know what? It's the thing I most identified with in the entire MCU was Tony Stark saying, I need it, buy it, store it. That's literally me. I need it, buy it, store it.
Only our bank accounts could match that attitude.
I know, it's terrible.
All right, so what do we have?
Never-ending debt.
We have trivia, I believe, and I believe
It is trivia.
Hannah has queued it up.
Yeah, she has.
What?
See, I'm doing the 11 thing.
Take that. There you go. She got it.
Go to sideshow.live and you're going to enter the code upside down. Sideshow.live, enter the code upside down. Make sure you're using your Sideshow email address because that's where you will.
The email address you registered at Sideshow.
Yeah, the one with you registered at Sideshow. This way, if there's any rewards, I can easily deposit it into your account.
By the way, Alex, I was being Vecna. You could be 11. I'll be Vecna. Okay.
Yeah, but you have to go up with the claw. You have to go
Oh,
up. I go out, you go up. Okay.
Got it.
Anyways. There's also the American Psycho. Someone's saying in the comments. The American
Psycho looked amazing. Everything in there looked amazing.
What they do is that the bases of a lot of their stuff is like tells a story. Like the Michael Myers told a story.
Oh, the Michael Myers one was epic.
What do you call it? Oh, bas relief. It had like a relief. They had a little storytelling reliefs around the bottom of that American Psycho. We couldn't see all of them from the angle, but still really cool. All right. Super Producer Hannah says we got a bunch of people in. We're gonna hit start.
Let's do it.
And I'm taking question 1 because I'm the odd one.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh man.
Okay. Do not listen to our answers. Just warning you ahead of time.
I know everything. In season 2, Nancy and Steve dress up as characters from blank for Halloween. Is it the Lost Boys? Is it Risky Business? Is it Flashdance? Or is it Karate Kid? I'm a mouse. Duh. I'm going to say it's Flashdance.
I don't remember.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, seems to be you. Most people did say Risky Business. The answer is Risky Business.
Don't.
Remember, I'm trying to throw them for a loop.
Okay.
For the Halloween party in season 2, Nancy Steve dresses as Lana and Joel from the 1983 movie Risky Business. All right.
Question 2.
To you.
What Hawkins Middle School dance do Mike, 11, and the other kids attend in the last episode of season 2? Immortal Night, Snowball, Reindeer Games, Winter Wonderland. I know this one.
I like Reindeer Games.
Yeah. I like his hair.
That's what my hair looks like when I brush it.
Hannah, my God, jeez. Slow it down.
Snowball. Which are really good frozen. If you get those Hostess snowballs, you can't have them regular. I can only eat them frozen.
Which snowballs? The creator of Stranger Things wanted to have a mostly happy ending to season 2. So the primary characters can be seen dancing at the snowball while the mind flayer is looming in the upside down. Got it.
So a snowball is the one that's pink with pink marshmallow with coconut on it.
Oh, you can. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Freeze them.
It's the only way I like them. All right. Next question to me. What conspiracy theory involving government psychological warfare techniques and time travel inspired the Duffer Brothers to create Stranger Things? The Montauk Project, the Casper Program, the Madison Endeavor, or the Tampa Incident? And this happened right 2 hours east of me.
It's in Montauk? Yep, the Montauk Project.
Montauk Project.
What was the... Oh, I guess we're going to learn in the description.
Oh, will we?
All right, let's see who won. Yep, there you go.
We drove out to Montauk. Stories have circulated about the Montauk Project, a series of government experiments since the 1980s. Most of the accounts are suspect, but the project, which reportedly took place at Montauk Point on Long Island, focused on such fields as time travel, teleportation, and mind control. And, that's out by me.
That's pretty cool.
I drove over there and I took pictures of the building that kind of like inspired the Hawkins Power, whatever it's called.
Oh, nice. All right.
Hawkins Power? Is it Hawkins Power? Hawkins Electric. I forget what it is. Anyways.
All right, question 4. What's the password for Will's hideout? I should remember this. This is actually sad that I don't remember this.
Yeah, especially since they're all Lord of the Rings references. You would think you'd get them anyways, Mirkwood.
Probably had to go. They had to go with the unlicensed stuff.
Yeah.
So that's my guess.
Okay. Is it Mirkwood? I don't know. Oh, it's Radagast.
Radagast. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Radagast the Brown.
Oh, the answer is admin. Correct. That is the password. All right. Most people said Gandalf, but the answer was Radagast the Brown. All right. Is there a little clue on this one, or there's no little notes, right? All right. There's no notes. Then next one, final question: what beer does Hopper drink?
Nice.
Is it Schlitz, Old Style, Olympia, or Old Milwaukee? And I don't know because I never pay attention to the beers that people drink.
I'm gonna go with my gut here and say Old Milwaukee.
I'm gonna say Olympia because I have no idea. Is Olympia even a beer? Everyone's saying Old Milwaukee. It was Schlitz. All right, fine.
You ever had a Schlitz, by the way?
No, I don't drink beer. I don't drink.
All right.
I never got to enjoy any of alcohols.
You would never have had Schlitz then.
No, never.
Neither have I, by the way. So.
I never even had a Budweiser. All right, next. That's it. That's the last question. Let's see our rankings.
Who won?
PC, personal computer, is
Tie.
number 1.
No.
With
There's a tie in number 1 slot. That means they both get $25 in reward points.
All right. Well, PC and Stone Art, which are two opposites, right? You got the computer age and you have the Stone Age, come together at one time.
Claim first place together.
To claim first place together. You will both be receiving $25 in Sideshow rewards, which I will place in your account over the next couple of days. Just give me a couple of days to reset my brain. And then in third place we have Hobart, who's getting should we just make third place, second place?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Hobart, you are now in second place for $15 in Sideshow rewards. And Chambers 1, you are now in third place for $10 in Sideshow rewards. Those will be
close that third place. That was pretty good.
That close. We could have had some massive tie. So we will go with that, and I will have that into your account within the next few days. It could be tonight. I don't know. Let's see if I pass out.
We know it won't be from Schlitz. So, right?
We're going to end the stream, and I'm going to be asleep already.
Hey, I'm trying to get the thing back.
Need 2 fingers. And then the overlay shows up.
Oh,
see?
Yeah, I think we got it.
We have to do it at the same exact time. All right. All right. So we have a couple of back-to-back Star Wars things we want to show you because people have requested it. They cannot get enough of the Vader mythos. Let's start with that. And we'll see what we come up with next. I don't know. Maybe let's roll it. We have to do it at the same time, Chris.
Wait.
2 fingers.
All right, everyone. Now we're going to show you another figure. It's the Darth Vader Mythos statue. Now it is new and you guys love it. And we've shown it to you a couple of times, but not quite like this. The glass is off, folks. Let's take a closer look while it's off now. And now, of course, it will come with 3 alternative head sculpts. The one you're seeing now, that's sort of the in-between, and of course, the one that's just got the Anakin head, which is a fun representation of Vader's journey. Now, you can see his breathing apparatus, but one of the things about this that is so much fun, of course, is all of the battle damage. You can see all of his skin underneath. His suit is torn to shreds because he's just gotten in and out of battle. And you can see that incredible flaming sword, and while it does not light up, if you get any light under that, the amount of translucence will just make the entire figure pop. And the cape itself is such another character. I mean, the way that it just moves and it just feels like an extension of Vader and whatever he's doing. It almost looks like he's using the Force to bring that cape up and around. And you can see his mechanical toes there standing on the remnants of a destroyed X-Wing, the flames coming out of the base. I mean, it's such a great piece. We can't wait for you all to get it into your collection, or if you are here at San Diego Comic-Con, come down and see it. Sideshow's booth 1929. All right, folks, we hope you enjoyed, and as always, don't forget to let your geek side show.
Wait. Don't spit out your coffee. We have more Star Wars. Go.
Hey everyone, Paul Hernandez here with another convention first look. We have got the Obi-Wan figure from the Disney Plus show, Obi-Wan, and he looks incredible. Now, if you are at San Diego Comic-Con, of course, come down to Sideshow's booth, 1929. If not, side.show/con or sideshow.com and look for Obi-Wan here. Let's get into it because it looks so good. Of course, look at this incredible rock diorama base that he has, as you've seen in that fateful finale in the show when he's facing Darth Vader. And I mean, you can hear the music, your eyes are welling, and you can feel the energy from that scene. And Hot Toys has done an incredible job of bringing that scene specifically into 6-scale form. And then we've got Obi himself, and there's such an incredible cut and sew job on this piece, starting with the tatters that he's got right above his boot. This is a sculpted boot, and the boot is sculpted also in a way that it looks like there's nice folds and fabrics in it as well. He's got it's almost like a faux leather-like pant as well, and of course his Jedi robes that we see in Obi-Wan, multi-layered, multi-textured, various levels of folding in this, and of course we see his Jedi belt where the hilt of some of these sabers will connect all the way up until the under layer, right under there, his tunic. It's almost like that cream colored shirt. It brings a nice bit of contrast to the figure. And in his left hand, of course, he has his saber that we've been all just waiting to see in that show, and we get to see it in that scene. And he's holding it in that classic stance, of course, showing that Obi-Wan Kenobi is still the Jedi Knight we all know and love. He will come with multiple accessories you can check out at sideshow.com, and you can see everything that he comes with. He comes with Lola, additional sabers, but look at that head sculpt. Such an incredible likeness to you and McGregor, the facial textures, the eyes. It's so incredible. And again, all of it being brought back with this wonderful rock diorama base to give the impression that these rocks are floating and being thrown at Darth Vader. Now, again, if you are here at San Diego Comic-Con, head over to Sideshow booth 1929, and if not, check the figure out for yourself, side.show/con, or head over to sideshow.com. Thank you all so much for watching, and don't forget to let your geek side show.
That Obi-Wan is amazing.
Yeah, I love
Amazing.
I love the rocks. I love that all of the rocks float. Well, not all of them, but like most of them float. That's kind of trippy. You know, I like a nice DX deluxe base like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That you can have fun with.
Yeah.
Like
the illusions they're well done.
Yeah, the illusions are well done. I think it's pretty. I love a little dynamism. Ooh, I like that word.
I'm sorry.
in my stands
Because
because
the word today. I like. Very
Fancy.
good.
Oh.
Speaking of fancy, why don't we go to check out the amazing things that we get from our collector community? Because we have some cool stuff to show today.
Yeah, let's okay. First of all, let's tell people how to share.
Yeah, let's do
By
that.
going to side.show/how to share. If you go to that link, it will tell you all the different ways you could share, the way you tag us, the way you respond, everything. It brings it out, or you can upload it direct. It lays it all out for you because we love seeing your stuff, whether it's goofy, whether it's serious, whether it's like, whoa, super camera, or whether it's just a picture on the shelf. We want to see it because who doesn't love watching people play with their toys? I mean, again, I'm always playing with the toy. There's always something nearby. Whoa, wait till you see what I got here.
I don't have any nearby.
If people thought I spit on my collectibles, no, trust me, I aimed. I made sure.
Acting.
Acting. I saw it. I saw it in the comments. They're like, "Oh my god, it's collectibles." But anyways, let's go to this first one. This is The Dude.
Nice.
Wow. By Steph. Steph submitted it directly to our site, which was one way you can do it. You can upload it directly to our site, and when we approve, that's pretty cool. He's got the drink in his hand. He's got his white Russian in his hand, or his Caucasian, as he calls it, and he's laying out on a rug. And that rug, you know what? It may not tie the dude's room together, but it ties Steph's room together.
It's very nice. Very
nice
impressive.
rug.
Good job, Steph.
Oh, then we got the Scarlet Spider. We don't get to see a lot of these.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm so mad I don't own this because he has a New York City pizza. You know how I am about New York
scale
City
pizza. If you missed out, Alex.
I know, and it's got all the grease stains on it. It's like perfect. So this is by Kirby Dots on Instagram, and this is killer. This is so much fun with that background. Like, I wonder where he is right now. Is he in like Florida or California with a New York pizza? Chef's kiss.
Very nice.
Chef's kiss. All right. Next up, we've got Storm Shadow. Wow.
That's a cool. I like the lighting in this one. This is pretty impressive.
The lighting is everything in this one. Again, he's Storm Shadow coming out of the shadows by KMC 2019. Wow.
Pulls out all the detail in that piece. Look at that. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I love this. That's pretty fantastic. And then we've got a repeat, another person who submitted something really cool. This is Fist of Murdoch, who's done stuff. We've seen his pictures before. Oh. This is Bilbo.
Is it Bilbo Baggins?
No, it's Bilbo Graggins. Yes, it's Bilbo Baggins.
Greatest little hobbit of them all.
Oh my God, here he goes. Here he goes. Are you going to start Leonard Nimoy?
No, I won't sing the song, but hopefully people did look up the Ballad of Bilbo Baggins.
The Ballad of Bilbo Baggins by Leonard Spock Nimoy. It is embarrassing. All the secondhand embarrassment you're going to have. But anyways, lighting, background, posing.
Yeah.
Killer.
Pretty awesome. I would, if I was you, Fist of Murdoch, I would add a little bit of like, hey, the orcs might be near. So a little bit of that, sting lighting up just a little bit, like they're close. Okay. And he's pausing. He's like, "Am I gonna put the ring on right now to avoid him?" I mean, something like that. Yeah. Photoshop,
Okay, Chris, get to it. I can't wait to see it tomorrow since it's so easy.
No, it's not easy, but I think it'd be cool.
It would be cool. Great. Cool. But yeah, great use of practical effects to make that scene. All right, well. Super producer Hannah is already got her finger on the trigger. She's not even waiting a second. Bring up that hashtag again for new people.
Can I say something super quick, Alex?
Yeah.
I think it's because super producer Hannah doesn't want to have a 2-hour stream again.
Yeah, she's ready to go.
Okay. Yeah.
She's also really good at her job despite us.
Get this done.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let's do it.
Okay, so for those who already entered before, you don't have to enter again. Your names are still in the draw, but anyone who has not entered yet, please hashtag space I agree as a comment, and you're getting I have. He's in storage, but I have him. Autumn has him. Joe has him. All of the people who work for the social team, except for Chris, own this.
Yeah, how did that happen?
Because we all buy it because it's awesome.
Yeah, that's true.
When I tell you about Chris, because I don't think you have this, but when I tell you about the posability of this thing, you could make him like stand on one foot and do all the stuff. Like the die cast kind of helps.
Is that like solid? Like you can do that?
The posing is really intense. The feet are wide, so it holds up all his weight on like what I had him do a split like this in the air, like with his two legs, and he stood. Like I think the balance, the counterweight of all the die cast pieces make him one of the most easy to pose figures. And so much fun. Autumn is to bring him on
this. We got to do how to be a poser on this one then.
Or we could do a strike a pose, or either.
Or unsealed or revealed.
Or launch him into space, which
we did.
Paul and the video team launched him into space.
Literally, by the way, folks, look that up on our YouTube channel. Literally launched it into space.
Yeah, not like we're not being like
silly.
Yeah, we're not being silly. We're not. There's not
weather balloon. Weather balloon. Put them up into space, into the atmosphere, and with a camera, and you can watch it go all the way up and come all the way down.
And you can see the controversial statement here. You can see the curvature of the Earth from him being up that high.
Controversial. Oh, that's right. Flat earthers. Forgot. Sorry. Sorry. Forgot. But yeah.
Hot take.
So that is a cool video, by the way. Check it out. This is the prize. Hannah's like, stop talking.
Yeah.
Give it away.
She's literally like this behind the scenes. We could see her face. She doesn't think we could see it. We see her like, oh my God. All right. Roll it.
Megan
Baig. Congratulations, Megan Baig. What you're going to do is send an email to social@sideshow.com with what you won, which is the Bumblebee. It's not a 6 scale, because the 6 scale Bumblebee would be the size of, like Shaquille O'Neal. So this is the Bumblebee by 30 figure. Just email social@sideshow.com with your name, address, telephone number, and what you won, which is the Bumblebee by 30. That is awesome. Congratulations, Megan. And I hope I'm saying your name right. But anyways, whoosh, oh, look at that. It was like with the force. So congratulations to you. So, I just saw what's on the list next, and we have an interview with a wonderful artist who does some really great Star Wars art with us.
I'm going to sit back and get my coffee, and
no spit takes this time. No fake spit takes. Check this out. There's an interview with Monty Michael Moore. Boom. Hit it.
Hey everyone, Paul Hernandez here, and I am back with Monty Moore. Monty, it is so good to see you. How you doing, sir?
Thank you. I'm doing well. I'm glad to finally be back at Comic-Con after our, 2 to 3 year hiatus.
Yeah, and it must be difficult for you because you've been coming to con forever. The last time that we caught up with Monty, if you guys remember, was at Star Wars Celebration. So now you're at San Diego Comic-Con.
Mm-hmm.
How does it feel to be back, sir?
It feels pretty normal. I think other than the mask, just as a safety precaution, but fans are out. I think the record,
Yeah.
all the amount of people are here. So you get to see a lot of returning friends and faces, people that I've seen over the course of nearly 3 decades. So for me, this is my 28th appearance at Comic-Con.
The Comic-Con veteran.
Very veteran.
Yeah, sometimes I feel so proud. I was like, this is my 10th. Everyone.
Well, yeah. So I was right out of art school. I helped self-publish a comic with some friends of mine back in 1993, and I was the colorist, and that was before there was any digital in coloring. So I airbrushed the entire comic book by hand. So that was a learning experience, and I'm still here.
Now, Monty, you are such a unique painter, and you have dabbled and illustrated in art, in wildlife.
Mm-hmm.
Is this something that has become like you feel like your signature, or is this something that you've been drawn to as a child, or you developed later in life?
I really, in about 2018, I started doing some Western and wildlife art. I grew up on a 30,000 acre cattle ranch in Idaho, and my family has 4 generations of background in agriculture.
Wow.
And so it was a bit like returning to the roots, because there was a lot of Western and wildlife on our walls in our house because of ranching and being a cowboy and that sort of thing. My dad, Remington and Russell and artists like that was who was on the walls, not Frazetta. And people we might know through pop culture.
Or Monty Moore yet.
Yeah, but it's getting there. So I am now represented in a number of galleries throughout the country, and that's something that makes me very proud, is to have that diversity in both subject, style, and media.
Yeah, and we've been fortunate enough to be able to, in our own in-house galleries, to feature some of your art. And not only the previous art galleries we've done, but I'm sure in the future ones that we'll do. Monty, of course, will be there. Now, Monty, we're fortunate to be in your booth. It looks great. I love this art, this hallway we have. Can you talk to us a little bit about maybe some special stuff you brought to Comic-Con specifically?
There's some pieces here that is very unique to this particular year. And some of them are pieces that actually I acquired back from collectors.
Okay.
There's a TMNT number 100 cover painting here on the right.
Great.
And then these 3 pieces are really unique because they're 20-year-old paintings from Magic the Gathering.
Wow.
And I sold them 20 years ago, and the collector wanted to thin their art collection a little bit. They offered them back to me first. I had them framed with the original concept sketches. So these are pieces of Magic the Gathering history. So I really love it when I see the fans come in and they go, oh my gosh, it's like a grail kind of
a
a thing.
small grail right in front of their eyes.
Because
yes.
they don't see that older art, and so much art today in illustration is digital. So there's fewer traditional art pieces being created in the gaming industry than there used to be, because 80-90% of it would be digital.
Right.
So that's a unique part about having the original art.
Wow. And a lot. So we see some familiar art here. Some of this in various forms is
the Mandalorian collection.
Is beautiful. And the use of light alone. We could talk about this for hours, but you've got a busy booth, and he's been gracious enough to clear it for us for this interview. And again, some of the art that you guys will see on here is available at sideshow.com. But I think it's so interesting to know, and for our fans to know, that you had such a hand in Magic the Gathering in some way, shape, or form, because we have, there's a lot of crossover there with fans. That's fascinating.
And it's fortunate for me to get to do all these different things. This is also the first time that I brought, especially a sculptural piece this large. This piece here is called Workhorse, and it's a piece that represents my next graphic novel that's coming out.
Okay, Workhorse.
So since COVID, this will be the 6th graphic novel that I've published that are 48 pages or more. And some of the original art done by artist Lorenzo Nicoletti in Italy did all the interiors.
Wow.
And so that's a piece that we're promoting here at the show to let people know about that particular Kickstarter.
That's
so as a publisher, I'm trying to always be writing and creating new stories.
Right.
And it allows me to tell wider universe stories rather than a singular piece of art.
Right.
You get to create the, Montyverse.
Yes. Yeah. We love the Montyverse. Now, Monty, we're going to let you get going, but we've got to know. I was thinking about what questions do I want to ask someone who's been coming to con for 28 years? So the best thing that I'm so curious about, do you have any interesting rituals that you do when you come to con? Like, I like to eat dinner at like the same place whenever I would come to Comic-Con. Do you have any interesting rituals that you've been doing for 28 years, and then that's when you're at Comic-Con?
It's not necessarily the restaurant, it's more of the people that I get to see. So there's almost always hey, let's get together and have dinner. And we used to go to the Karl Strauss brewery, was it Gordon Biersch? It was one of the breweries here in town. And for 10, 15 years, that was where we always had the opening night dinner. They served late. We knew we could get in after preview night. And so it was nice for me last night that my friend Mark Brown, who's also a writer, he and I came into the industry together. So we were reminiscing and said, hey, neither one of us have missed 28 years. And we're still here doing it. So, you talk about the old road trips and things like that.
Of course.
Because of the amount of stuff I have to drive.
Yes.
And I will say the one funny ritual that people would always laugh at is in the middle of Utah at the truck stop, where you usually have to stop and get gas, in Richfield, Utah, is a Taco Time.
Okay.
And Taco Time is more of a northwestern taco chain where I grew up in Idaho, and they don't have them in Colorado. So no matter what, even if we had already it was between lunch or dinner, I would say, we have to stop. We have to go to Taco Time and get some crispy meat burritos.
Of course.
And they're like, what's the deal? And I said, it's a tradition.
Yeah.
So there has not been a road trip that on one or the other passes that I didn't stop at Taco Time. Strange tradition. It's just something we do.
Well, I know what us and the team are doing right after this. It's Taco Time all the time here.
Crispy meat burrito. Very tasty, not healthy. Very tasty.
Heard it from a con veteran himself. Monty, thank you so
You're
much
welcome.
for joining us.
Guys.
Everyone, come see Monty at San Diego Comic-Con if you can, or you can find Monty pretty much at sideshow.com. Where else can they find a majority of your work, Monty?
The pop culture website is Maverick Arts, name of my studio. My Western art is theartofmontymore.com.
Okay.
And we have a brand new gallery just showcasing the Mandalorian collection, and that's called Galaxy Art Guild.
All right.
But they can find all those same products on Sideshow.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Monty.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you all so much for watching. And don't forget to let your geek side show.
Hashtag expect more.
It was
That was-
hashtag expect more.
Expect more. That was awesome.
Monty
That-
Moore is a great person. I got to speak to him when we were doing the art print week.
Yeah.
We just had a conversation during Art Print Week back in February, and such a cool person.
Oh man, his art's amazing. And I saw something at the beginning there, the tombstone art
Yeah,
from the movie. It's like, wait, how do I not have that already?
Yeah.
That is that's pretty amazing. He's clearly got it together, and I'm so pumped that we have his stuff. We're privileged to have it.
Look at that. Expect more.
Expect more. Get it?
I get it. So now people are writing "expect more" in the comments.
2 O's.
So 2 O's. There's 2 O's. And it's it's more exciting than the King Shark PF announcement.
Not accurate. Please just stop it. The only reason we're wearing these shirts is because it was fate. By some random reason, we both wore the same shirt because we're running out of shirts and we didn't do our laundry from 5 days ago.
Yep.
And it just so happens to be the start of Shark Week on Discovery.
I just wanted a reason to bring this picture back up.
That is amazing. I would have loved to seen that in San Diego. I wonder if anyone on the team saw it.
I don't know. They were indoors most of the time. I got to ask Rob. Maybe Rob saw it because he was.
Autumn. I saw Autumn trolling us in the chat.
Really? I've gotten to a point where I don't see her name anymore.
Nice. All right.
So there she is right now. We were wearing the same shirt at the booth too. So embarrassing. Oh, that's funny.
Hey,
no, not this shirt, the employee shirt.
Someone asked, I want to say it was AJ in the chats, if they could see the Asmus Gandalf piece.
Oh, yeah. You
know what? I think we can make that happen. You want to do that?
Now we could without the glass. Now we could see it like real up close. Hit it.
Hey everyone, Paul Hernandez here with another convention first look for you all. And it is a majestic one and our only 6-scale horse of the day. It is the Gandalf the White and Shadowfax 6-scale by Asmus Toys. It is such an incredible piece to not only see, I'm sure on your end, but here in person. So let's take a closer look. Of course, he's got a beautiful white, majestic, clean base with a wonderful silver placard logo that does say Gandalf. And of course, there are so many different fabrics and textures and mixed media pieces on this, from his cloak to his underrobes, and of course his belt that is also what he uses to hold his sword. Now, of course, in his right hand, which he's holding up his entire cloak with, is his new wizard staff that he gets after his fight with the Balrog. And he's got his pin there to keep it all together. And look at that face sculpt. The incredible likeness of Ian McKellen is so beautiful and unnerving. I love it. And of course, he does have a punched synthetic hair for the beard and for his the hair on his head as well. And the various folds and wrinkling in his face, it is so incredible to look at. He looks incredible. Now, not to be outdone by beautiful hair, of course, we have Shadowfax over there, the king of the horse lords himself. He's got a beautiful painted texture on him to give the impression of horsehair, and he's got, again, multiple punched synthetic hair on his mane and on his tail as well. They all look so incredible and so lifelike. I love them both so much. Now, again, if you are here at San Diego Comic-Con, Sideshow booth 1929, you can come see them for yourself, or you can see it right now, or head over to sideshow.com and check them out for yourself when they go up on our website. Thank you all so much for watching, and don't forget to let your geek side show.
Pretty amazing piece. The Zamfir soundtrack was a little off for my taste, but
I just thinking about Gandalf whistling for the Lord of Horses.
Yeah, that's true.
How bad was that in your ear, by the way? Was it really bad, my whistling? Did it hurt?
No, I didn't hear the whistling at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all good.
Right. Make sure
that was cool. AJ, I'm glad would hook you up there. It's time for some trivia again.
Is it really?
And we can do people win trivia. And then I was thinking we go look at another area of the booth that we really didn't get to cover that too much. So
yes, I know which one you're thinking of, and that's one of my favorite. Well, I brought them on screen enough times for people to know which it is. I think people can guess, but yeah, let's do some trivia. Let's do some
All
trivia.
right, let's do it.
Boom.
Keep going the wrong way. All right.
This is make the overlay go away. Let's see what we can see here. This is Sideshow.con. This is SideshowCon cartoons trivia. Oh boy, I'm going to do really bad at this. No, really good. Go to sideshow.live, enter code GIGGITY, GIGGITY. I already lost because I don't watch American Dad or Family Guy. So let's get
Yeah, right. That's exactly. We're in trouble. Do not listen to our answers.
Yeah.
Let's let folks get into the game here. When we get to close to 900, Hannah, we can go ahead and start the game.
All right, and now Hannah's backstage, like humble bragging that she's seen like every episode of both of those shows. So, okay, I guess I'm a loser, and she's making fist noises and face things at me. Anyways, yeah. So make sure if you haven't registered with Sideshow.live yet, that you're using your Sideshow.com email address to register. This way, if there are any rewards, we can get them out to you quickly.
Sounds good.
All right, we are ready to go. Hit it. Boom. This time you take the first question.
All right. You gave me only 10 seconds to prepare, Alex. Only 10 seconds to prepare.
Either 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
On American Dad, the Smiths' living room was modeled after what popular sitcom's living room? The Cosby Show, Everyone Loves Raymond, Family Ties, or Family Matters?
That's Family Ties.
That looks like, is it? It looks like Cosby Show, doesn't it?
Does it? Oh, I'm always used to seeing the Cosby Kitchen.
It
It looks like Married with Children to me, to be honest.
As many homes look very similar. So, all right, what's the answer, Hannah?
Everyone Loves Raymond.
Everyone Loves Raymond.
By the way, other than the Cosby Show, and no, actually, I was going to say other than that, I never really watched Everyone Loves Raymond. I watched all the other three religiously.
Everyone Loves Raymond is pretty funny, actually.
Is it?
It's a good one.
Yeah, I know he's got a voice. So his brother's got a big voice too. That's all I know. That's all I know from that show.
Clearly,
I've got the whole show down. All right.
Question 2.
Question 2 to me. All right. In the first episode of Bob's Burgers, what does Bob forget? Is it Glenn's birthday? Is it his wedding anniversary? Is it Linda's birthday? Or is it the grand reopening of Bob's Burgers? Now, I did watch the first 3 or 4 seasons of Bob Burgers, and I think it's Linda's birthday.
Okay. All right. I have no clue. None.
And I know Ben Feldman said that the creator of Everyone Loves Raymond has a food show on Netflix. I actually know that. Most people, it's almost evenly split between the anniversary and the birthday, but I think it's the birthday.
Anniversary. I was going to say it's pretty cliche to do the anniversary, so I was going to go with anniversary. I was good. That's the one I was going with.
Okay. All right.
By the way, can we pause a moment, just this moment of moments, to discuss the fact that we are playing for reward points for the top 3 positions. And depending on the participation, I may also reward folks for participating in the game as well.
Really? Okay. It's going to be like that. It's one of those parties. Okay.
Question 2.
To you.
What is the name of the big chicken that Peter always fights on Family Guy? Bert, Ernie, Hank, or Carl? I don't know this.
I have no idea. I'm going to guess Hank.
I'm going to go with Carl.
Okay. Okay. Let's find out. Is it Hank?
Hank get 39% of the answers are Hank, and it is Ernie.
Wow. Okay.
All right. This is a pretty tough one. This is a tough game.
I'm going to say something. Everyone's doing terrible. I'm ashamed of you. No. Next question to me. On American Dad, my favorite show, Stan tells Francine that his favorite movie is The Burbs, Big, Top Gun, or Beverly Hills Cop.
It's got to be The Burbs.
The Burbs, out of those 4, The Burbs is mine.
So I think it's The Burbs.
You think it's The Burbs? Because if it's The Burbs, it's great. Oh, it must be Top. Okay, I guess. Is it Top Gun? I guess we're going to find out. The Burbs! Well, clearly Stan has really good taste in movies because that is my favorite.
Well, also you got to think of it this way, like the comic book. The cartoon writers' room. They're like, this guy's called American Dad. let's pick some movies. And like that was the only one that stood out in this answer. So again, I see people saying like, I've never seen any of these shows. I have no clue. Yeah, neither have I. Yeah. And it's the typical test taking process, folks. You got to find the one that's different, and that's the answer usually.
I really wish
that'll get you a solid C, by the way. That'll get you a solid C across the board. That strategy in life.
Yep.
All right.
Last question to you, Chris.
All right. Which of the following was not banned at one point from the comic book guy's store? Android's Dungeon and Baseball Card Shop. George Lucas, Matt Groening, Chief Wiggum, Sideshow Bob.
George Lucas. I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's the only.
Unless it's Matt Groening because he was the writer.
Hold on. This is the thought process. Don't know the answer yet. This is the thought process. This is that thought process. The one standout is George Lucas, right? Not related to the show in any capacity. However, Simpsons, 90s into 2000s, it's been popular to like dig on George Lucas at points, right? Especially in that. So you got to pull in that piece, weight on there. I'm going to go with what you say because the other distinction is human beings. I'm going with Matt Groening as well.
Wow, that was some. I just said George Lucas because I just wanted to say something.
See.
What's Chief Wiggum?
I told you it only gets you so far. This logic.
So we are total failures. You and I would have been on the bottom.
There's
5,000.
Rebecca is with us. Dave's with us. So it's a race to the bottom on this one.
It's a real race to the bottom. All right. Well, let's see how everybody did. In first place, we got Juan Sanchez with 473. And that gets you $25 in special rewards.
You got them all.
Got all of them. Second place is Pick Me Up with 449. So that is $15 in sideshow rewards. Hannah Sanglewich, get out of here.
Out of this game. Oh my God.
It.
That is
Garrett,
our producer. Doesn't count, by the way.
Yeah. Garrett 93. You are now in third place with 430 points, and that is $10 in sideshow rewards. You do not have to email in. I will get that out to you, and I'm going to take all of Hannah's rewards that she has and distribute it amongst myself.
Can I say too? This is the game where yes, we're going to give you some reward points. So I'm not going to say how much, but we're going to give you some reward points for participating. So the whole list will get some reward points in their account.
As of right now, or as of like 5 hours from now? Like, should I export it at this exact second?
Yeah, you probably should. And the
list at this exact second.
And the person who got last place with points, you got to go all the way down to the person that had the last place with points.
I'm going to find out who that is right now, and I will tell you.
And they get.
I don't have not their real name. They're going to get what?
They're going to take $25 in sideshow rewards because that was a deserving of last place quiz.
Oh my God! Seriously. So this person at 1,473rd place is CM2. CM2. I'm writing down on this spreadsheet $20. So you get $20, and then first, second, and third, and then everyone else gets an undetermined amount. Which, by the way, Chris, I don't know if you know this.
Wait. Yes, Benjamin. Exactly.
Yeah.
That is exactly a participation.
We all did so terribly. But I will say this, Chris. So yes, make sure that once the show is over, you tell me how much, because when you were like at least $5 the other day, and I gave everyone $5.01, like because you didn't tell me. So I was like, all right. So tell me this time.
All right, I'll tell you later.
Okay, tell me later.
It'll be at least more than a penny.
Okay. So 2 cents. Okay, you got it.
No,
all right. So we're coming up on 90 minutes, which is shorter. So let's shoot over to our video with our friends Iron Studios.
Let's see it.
Hit it, Hannah.
All right, everyone, Paul Hernandez back here at SIDESHOW booth 1929, and we are going to do another podium tour with another one of our friends over at Iron Studios, and we've got to start with, I'm hosting this. We're going to start with the piece I want to start with. We're going to start with Sam Wilson and Captain America here. Now, this is an incredible piece. This is the quarter-scale legacy replica of Captain America, Sam Wilson. Now, we have seen him, of course, in his own show, but when you see him up close here, this statue is brilliant. Now, this is the closed wings version, which means there must be an open winged version, and there will be. Sideshow.com, and you can check it out. I mean, you can see the newly renovated suit there. I mean, it is incredibly comic book accurate. He looks so good, standing on a beautiful, like sculpted, almost marble tile looking base to just bring all the attention to Sam Wilson himself. And look at those wings and how they just cascade and drape over the piece itself. I mean, just all of the various texturing and the various elements of where, like, the red is included and the silver is included, and you can just feel almost like a mesh that is on this suit, on the wings itself. And you can see the moment in your head right now where he busts through the glass, spins on the wings, and you see him in his suit for the very first time. And that new shield that he has as well is so great, and the likeness to Anthony Mackie on this portrait is wonderful. I love the goggles. You can see that translucence behind him. Again, this is the quarter scale legacy replica of Captain America, Sam Wilson. Now, we've got to move along to another couple pieces here. We have got the Luke Skywalker combat version 1/10 scale statue, and he's got a battle death trooper there that's seen better days, but Luke just chomped right through them. And right behind Luke there, we've got the Bo-Katan 1/10 scale statue. Now, she is on that base that is, resembling the first time that we saw her in the Mandalorian show. You can see, like, the various, it's almost like a nautical themed base, because that is where we saw her. We do see her on the ship, we see her on the show, on the planet as well before they go out to sea. And she's in an awesome battle stance there. And I mean, Iron Studios did an incredible job of capturing Bo-Katan's energy. Now, if we move back down super quickly to Luke Skywalker, you can see it says combat version because he is right in the middle of combat and ready to fight. He's almost got his left force hand right out, ready to take on any more of these death troopers. Now, moving back into quarter scale, we've got Luke in a bit more of a relaxed position. This is the Luke Skywalker and R2-D2 and Grogu. This is the quarter scale by Iron Studios. Now, again, this is a real big bang for your buck. You've got 3 awesome characters here. Starting with Luke, you can see the likeness to Mark Hamill as we see him at the end of The Mandalorian, and he's holding the asset, Grogu himself. And Grogu does have like a hand-punched hair, so there is a bit of a mixed media element on that as well. And look at the sleek black suit and Jedi robes that Luke has here. All of this standing on top of this silver base that is resembling the ship that we find them all on at the end of The Mandalorian. And of course, we've got R2 himself, good old faithful. He is, again, entirely sculpted, and you can see various levels of R2-D2's detail in this quarter scale piece. So, all right, staying within the quarter scale world of Star Wars, up next, we've got the Darth Maul quarter scale statue by Iron Studios. Let's take a closer look. All right, you can see, of course, that incredible portrait on Darth Maul. That red really pops against all of the various levels of detail and dark texture on the robes and on his boots. And of course, he's got that unique probe droid over his right shoulder there, which does and will key into just right the back, right behind him there. And in his left hand, he's got that signature dual-sided lightsaber. And again, you can see the various details on the hilt, or hilts technically, there as well. And of course, standing on a traditional sand-themed base that really could be in multiple places in Star Wars. So it really allows your imagination to play a bit there. Now, we're going to scale down the statue, but we're going to keep the fun large here, everyone. We're going to move over to Cad Bane. This is a 1/10 scale statue from the Book of Boba Fett. We've looked at Cad Bane a few times, but here he is in 1/10 scale, maybe from Mos Pelgo. But this is a really fun, I like to say desk-friendly version of Cad Bane to add into your collection. You can see him reaching for both of his pistols there in an iconic Western cowboy stance. Now, that's going to do it for our Star Wars portion of Iron Studios, but we're going to move over into the world of DC very, very quickly for all of you. Because what you don't do is you don't keep Steppenwolf waiting. We've got Steppenwolf here from Zack Snyder's Justice League. This is another 1/10 scale statue. You can see him holding a mother box and his axe in his right hand. And now this is representative of how we saw him in the updated version of that Justice League film, with all of the spikes and the armor and that silver. And of course, just the eyes itself on this 1/10 scale statue are haunting. I love that sometimes with this figure, you can't really tell where the armor ends and the skin of Steppenwolf starts. I mean, they're just so integrated. It's such a killer piece. Now moving over, back into, we've got Mira here from Zack Snyder's Justice League with an incredible translucent and sculpted water base, of course, representative of her and her aquakinetic powers. You can see Mira's beautiful red hair flowing through and all of the Atlantean armor, the green, the gold, just really popping on that base. And you can see also by her feet there on that base, some clams and some other parts to really nail home the aquatic theme. Now, the King of Atlantis has also shown up to San Diego Comic-Con. We've got Aquaman from Zack Snyder's Justice League in 1/10 scale statue form here. Now, he is on a bit of a snow and also sculpted water base as well, holding that 5-point trident there. I mean, I love his more subdued Atlantean armor. It's more fit for a king, I'd say. More, more coppered, more gold, and a dark green on him. And I love that you can feel which way the wind is blowing based on the hair and how that hair has been sculpted away from his left shoulder there. Now, moving into the world of Lord of the Rings, we've got Saruman from the Lord of the Rings. And look how menacing and imposing he is. He's within Isengard. He's on Orthanc, the tower there, that you can hear him chanting and talking and just sort of doing his witchcraft at Gandalf when they're having that fateful battle. Now again, Saruman is completely sculpted, everything from his robes to what's in his left hand, which is the Palantir, to his incredible face and the hair sculpt and his wizard staff. Again, a 1/10 scale statue. Check it out at SIDESHOW.com. Now, we're going to move over to maybe someone who would give Saruman a run for his money. It is Prince Adam. This is the 1/10 scale statue by Iron Studios, by the power of Grayskull. It is wonderful. I mean, look at the pose. Everything about this is iconic, and the base is actually so much fun because it's got various levels of agriculture on it. There's some mushrooms on there, and there's like a leafy texture on it as well. I mean, again, another piece that is not only desk friendly, but it's a must-have for Prince Adams and any Masters of the Universe fans out there. All right, everyone, so we started with Marvel. We're going to end with Marvel. We're going to keep it a little cute. Some happier times during WandaVision. We've got Wanda and Vision, the Halloween versions, of course, from Marvel Studios' WandaVision. Now, these pieces are sold separately, but you're going to need them together because they have they're beautiful companion pieces. Viz has, 2 jack-o'-lanterns and almost like a photo or a television photo of Wanda behind him, and Wanda the inverse. She's got Vision behind her as well. Again, completely sculpted. They are meant to be shown together, but remember, they are sold separately. I love the iconic looks, again, from the Halloween themselves. Check them out for yourselves at sideshow.com, like you can do with everything that we've shown here, and we're so happy to show you all this from our friends and partners over at Iron Studios. We really hope you guys come and check it out either in person at booth 1929 or check it out online at side.show/con or hang out at sideshow.com. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to let your geek side show.
Did you see that Captain America, dude? Did you see that? That was gigantic. I thought it was 3rd scale.
Yeah, no, it's pretty big.
That was amazing. That was absolutely amazing.
Do you want to see something, Chris?
Yeah.
Look down.
I want both of those.
Do you see it?
He's using me as the icon. Great. Tony, appreciate it.
You really want to see it? Hold on. I can't even believe you're already a meme. Look, I made it nice and big. You can see it even bigger. All right. Anyways, yeah, no, I love Iron Studio stuff. Sad I didn't get to see the Skeletor on Throne, but I got to see the Prince Adam raising the sword, which is pretty great. And the Star Wars pieces are knockout. I mean, that Cad Bane, like Paul says, they make great desk pieces. I would know because I've got like a million Iron Studios.
Yeah, that's great. They do. These all make great desk pieces in Alex's world.
Yeah, so, except for the quarter scale. Well, I did have a quarter scale on my desk the other day, but that was just for showing off. But anyways.
We have one more little quick video. I forgot in the metaverse today, side.show/Metacon. That's where you can hang out with us after hours when we shouldn't be working and we're still there anyway for fun. And it's not work because it's sort of fun. It's just hanging out, talking to people.
Yeah.
I think it was James.
James Lambert, I think.
Yeah, I think he wanted to see the Mandalorian coins, the silver coins from New Zealand Mint.
Okay.
And so we have one of those
short
video show, and we could bring it just right up on screen, I think, and then we just have to unmute ourselves if we want to talk about it. Let's see what happens. Let's do it, Hannah.
Hey everybody, we are here at booth 1929 with SIDESHOW at San Diego Comic-Con, giving you a closer look at some really unique Star Wars collectibles for Star Wars fans in your life. This is a trio of sold separately silver coin collectibles from New Zealand Mint. They are the makers of fine collectibles using precious metals. Now we are taking a look at the Boba Fett 1-ounce silver coin, the Mandalorian 1-ounce silver coin, and the Ahsoka Tano 1-ounce silver coin, all inspired by their appearances on the Disney Plus streaming platform, specifically in the Mandalorian series as well. Now these are super unique. These are indeed precious metals. They are limited edition pieces, but they also have not only that beautiful silver design, but they've got vibrant color illustrations of the characters as well. And you can see that they have protective casing around each of them. These are valuable, these are really cool, and make a unique statement in any collector's collection, because I mean, before statues and figures, I'm sure a lot of us collected things like coins and stamps, and this is a way to combine multiple collections and multiple fandoms and just a really unique piece in your collection. So these are from New Zealand Mint, and you can check out these and other products that they feature on our website, or if you're at the show in person, come see it at booth 1929. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, don't forget to let your geek side show.
I have the Game of Thrones three-eyed raven that says "All men must die" in the back. I just got that recently. Yeah,
I have a Han Solo in carbonite one.
That's the perfect one. There's none that beats that. And I think I'm getting, even though like I don't collect a lot of Star Wars, even though in the other room I have so many Star Wars pieces that I forgot I collected so much Star Wars. I really want that Han Solo and carbonite one. Do we still sell it, or is it sold out?
I don't know. I got it. I got the smaller one. I think the 1-ounce one.
Yeah.
There's a 3-ounce version too. So.
I'm gonna message employee orders as soon as this stream is over, so she'll see first thing in the morning. I need to have that. It's too cool. But yeah, they're not like John Wick's coins. It's not part of the underworld, but these are very collectible, and I love that they come in the plastic case. So the coins they're always going to keep that shine.
Gotcha. So let's before we end the show, because we are going to end it very soon, folks. There's two other things that are going to happen. First, so we want to talk to you about deals and discounts and when that stuff's probably going to expire. So, like we said earlier in the stream, people have to wake up from the Comic-Con hangover tomorrow and then manually do things to make things disappear. So, if you're thinking about getting something that's on special, and there's over 1,000 items that are on special, either free shipping or 10% off, 15% off, 20% off,
and free shipping,
and I think there's $500 off some of the life-size stuff.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of good deals to be had right now. So don't miss those. If you're winning reward points, most likely Alex is going to hit those up tonight, I think, or tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning, 5-ish.
Tomorrow morning. So I saw some questions about that. But those deals, if you just don't wait, because again, we're sort of in a limited edition world. So they are popular. Things are selling well. So if you want something, you probably should pull the trigger on it. You could always use, I think some of these are good for a firm as well, by the way, which is that cool, like send it to you and you pay a firm. So you get it right away. Right. And of course, there's always flex pay and other, other ways to pay for things. But we have a couple deals we want to show you first. These are the last ones we're going to show you on the stream, but act on these if you're into them.
Yeah, please don't wait on me because, it's been a long day. I might just pass out in this chair when the stream ends. So jump on it as soon as you can. But let's start off with the first one, Chris, which is the Boom Black Widow statue by Sideshow Collectibles. This is on anyone who's watched some of our, I think this is on Jasmine's desk, talking about have a statue on your desk. She works with us. Side.show/sniped. It's 10% off using code SCDeal10. With free US shipping. And by the way, all these codes, SCDeal10, you could enter it into our code section. If you go to side.show/code, and it'll show you everything with that sale. Same thing with the other two codes. So side.show/sniped. The free US shipping is what's amazing. Next is the hold on. Next is the Ragnar Metal Gnome Hellstrummer. Gnome Boys Anatomic. Look how cool this is.
That is cool. Actually, you're showing it off is cooler than its picture. Yeah.
Look at this. Look how vibrant these colors are. So this is side.show/more metal, and it's 15% off SC Deal 15 and free US.
Alex, when you bought that, did you get 15% off and free?
No, this is actually before I worked here. No, so full price. And SC Deal 15, side.show, and then side.show/WGD as the world's greatest detective. It's Batman World's Greatest Detective. Nice. Fine art print by Mate Jacko. This is 20% off using code discount20 with free US shipping, which is good for a art print, especially want free US shipping with an art print. So those are just three of them.
There's a lot. There's a lot on the site. There's a link right on the homepage, sideshow.com or side.show/con. You're going to see the link that says discounts and specials. Check them out before they expire.
It's going to take you, honestly, it might take you an hour to get through all of them because there are so many. I'm not even kidding. I told you the other day.
Well, we do a stream every so often where I just come on and I'm like, okay, I haven't looked at the what's new section for a while. Let's look at everything's what's new. And it's just literally 2 hours of just looking like, oh my gosh, this is here. This is here.
Yeah. That's literally almost every morning for me. So, and for those of you, by the way, I have to say this, make sure if you haven't already joined the side.show/geek group, that's the Let Your Geek Side Show Facebook group, because the stream he's talking about, he usually runs them in that group. And it's just, Friday nights, it's like a nice hangout with geeks. If you got nothing else going on, you want to hang out with some fellow geeks and talk smack.
And the other thing is, Alex, we do random stuff all the time in that group. All the time. So this kind of stuff, like if you're new to Sideshow, you're like, wow, this is crazy coverage. What are you doing? We do this all the time in the group. Like it just happens. There's always something going on in there. Great group of people, heavily moderated, by the way. We're one of those places that require you to behave like a human being. Yeah. And that's why it's been so popular. People like to be in a place where, hey, we can all be nice to each other.
Yeah.
So
we try. And listen, you should be nice to each other. Remember, there's over 50,000 members, so we moderate as fast as we can. All the stuff you don't see is what's amazing. Because our moderation team, shout out to our entire moderation team, they're really good. So if you see something that you don't like that's bad, you're like, oh my God, how did because the moderators deleted like 40,000 other things that maybe.
Our slogan, Let Your Geek Side Show, extends to everybody. It's like whatever you're into, come in the group and hang out and talk about it.
Love each other.
So what so many people have been waiting for is our final link of the day, Alex. And you can go ahead and put that up now, Hannah. This is the final link of the day. You have 2 minutes. I'll give you a little more. I'll do 3 minutes.
Yeah, 3 minutes. Wow.
3 minutes. Give me a timer for 3 minutes.
Me? You're talking to me? You're talking to watch. What is this? Dick Tracy?
Yeah, it's Dick Tracy.
Hey, Bob Z.
Yeah, what are you doing? So yeah, just to answer the form, we're gonna reward some folks for hanging out on the show. And Alex, what was your favorite part of this 5 days of madness for us?
For us, I mean, honestly, it's just hanging out and talking to people about geeky stuff.
Yeah.
And giving stuff away. You know, I love giving stuff away. I love giving rewards away. I love giving everything away. So just live streaming, yeah. If you want to talk about the con, that's a whole different story. I can't pick anything.
Pick something. Pick one thing that comes to your mind immediately from the con.
Frankie Reborn.
Yeah.
Olivia de Berardinis. I'm in love with her.
Yeah.
And her art.
I'm trying to. You put it in my head, and I can't get it out now. So I'm sort of in the same boat. I think the only other piece that really stood out to me is it's funny because it's that Obi-Wan from the show, the new one that from Hot Toys. That one is just mind-boggling.
Vincent Price.
Oh yeah, I
Vincent
forgot
Price.
about Infinite Studios, all their stuff.
All the Infinite Studio stuff. I mean, it's hard to pick a favorite because there's so many things that are amazing for different reasons.
Yeah.
But like Frankie Reborn is like right now especially because of that additional chair. But you know that I love Olivia's work. Right behind my green screen is my Olivia calendar. Like, it's like I'm obsessed with her work, so I can't not love.
And it's so cool. It's a new level of the relationship for us with Olivia, like with Sideshow and Olivia, to be able to like do this 3D representation of her amazing work. It's one of those things actually. If you're familiar with the collectibles industry as a whole, it's groundbreaking. It's like brand new, two amazing things coming together to make one piece. That this is the first one in the line.
Beyond the fact that like I'm obsessed with her, I'm obsessed with the work, but like after decades of doing art, she decided to get her hand into sculpting.
Right, start sculpting,
and she's like, you know what? I'm just going to take up sculpting. And yeah, I'm sure she had some bumps along the way and she got help from friends and everything. But she did most of the sculpting and all the painting herself on that piece. And like, that's amazing. And that
can be seen at sideshow.com. Go to the What's New section, search for Frankie or Frankie Reborn, and you'll find it right away. I will also give a huge shout out to the whole staff at Sideshow, the ones that were on the ground at the show, not only from Sideshow Mel putting together. There's the whole social team. There's a production team behind the development team, the designers, the painters.
Eric from CS was at the con.
Yep.
And I had messaged him. I'm like, this could wait till Monday. And he's like, nah, I have a laptop. And he took care of a customer for me
at the
show. This is, I'm telling you, Eric from CS is like the best. He's like, no, there's a laptop right here. I'll take care of it. I was like, what? That's amazing. Thank you.
The team, there's so many, I'm sure I didn't mention somebody, but there's so many people involved in making that happen out there. And also we got to give a shout out to the team that stayed home, not us, but all the people, super producer Hannah, Alex, all these people behind the scenes that nobody really gets to see that often. Thank you so much for your extreme hard work putting together all these things, the metaverse thing, all the social channels. So we greatly appreciate it. And I hope the people in the audience know that, this isn't just a job for most.
And excuse me, and the web team. We just got a very aggressive message
from the development team. The
development team.
Yeah.
Honestly, there's so much we couldn't have done without them. All those deals you see and all the things that get programmed, that's the web development team.
That's the web development team. Good job, Mark.
Yeah, good job, Mark and team. You big wonderful person. There must be someone I forgot.
Mark.
Yeah. You really
actually,
big
Robert was the main one who did the stuff. Mark just tells people to do things. Yeah. So I don't know.
I like how he's faking it. All right. Anyways.
So anyway, honestly, team effort across the board. I hope you guys had fun with us. Next big event is Spectacular, I believe. Or actually, no, Alex Con, but Sideshow Con New York is next. Yeah, and then Spectacular. Then it just gets, once we get into October, folks, it's high gear. So look for these events, these streams. It's just there's stuff happening constantly, and I'm sure Autumn's probably saying like, you're forgetting this event and whatever. We have something coming up Is it Retro Week?
Chris, I haven't slept in like a month. You're asking me what these things are?
Yeah. I think someone said, I want more or we riot.
Yeah, I want more. We riot. All right, here. Let me see. Do I have a thing? Let's see if we have anything on the schedule. What's the next thing that's programmed on the schedule? It's
by the
definitely
way,
not my birthday.
Yeah. By the way, people. Yes, I do know that the timer ended. I was being extra nice. That's all. So the timer ended a long time ago. And we did just close the forum now. So that was a good 5 minutes or more probably.
I'm trying to see what the next thing. Oh, Fandom Rewind. Fandom Rewind.
That's the one I'm thinking of. What week is that?
That's August 15th.
Okay.
All right. God, we have to start planning that. Oh,
Alex.
What? Yeah.
It's time to go.
It's time to go. It's been a pleasure, Chris. It's been a pleasure, Hannah.
Yeah,
it's been
I
a
had
pleasure.
a good time hanging out with you too.
Everybody, it's been so much fun hanging out, laughing, and being ridiculous with each other. And of course, shout out to everybody watching. We love you. You're awesome. And we have a special goodbye message for everybody. That, by the way, this is not the end. We make it seem so sad and sappy. We'll probably just see you tomorrow. We're all going back to work. No days off.
Another day at Sideshow.
Yeah, another day at Sideshow. But we love you all. Thank you so much. And Chris, you want to say goodbye, and then we'll hit that video.
Join us in the metaverse. By the way, it'll be open for a little longer. SIDESHOW.com/Metacon. And don't forget to let your geek side show.
Hit it, Hannah.
All right, everyone, that's going to do it for us at San Diego Comic-Con. Thank you so much for watching, but most importantly,
don't forget to let your geek side show!